So, we've made it this far. After all those millennia, all those eras, all those centuries, and all those eons. It's finally come to the conclusion. The curtains are about to close. But before the curtains do close, I want to tell a little bit about myself, since I feel as if this is long overdue. It all started when I was around, I don't know, maybe 6 or 8, I don't know. It was a long time ago. It's hard to remember these kind of things, though there are things my brain refuses to forget. And oh boy, do I refuse to forget things. It was just me and my mom. What was her name again? I don't remember, but those were the good times. The glory days, if you may say. Gosh, I miss her so much. But that's in the past. Things happened, and well, she died. Right before me. And I ran away because I had nothing else to do. What was I supposed to do? Just like watch my mother's rotting corpse or something? Anyway, back to the point. Back to where the story really begins. I liked to keep to myself, especially after that. And, well, I really didn't have much of a home, so I decided to travel. In different universes and different little places. And, well, I liked gathering information and finding new things. And just all these things, just marvel me and, how different, all of these things can be in different universes. But it never fulfilled my soul. It never satisfied me. Sure, I was a kid at the time, and I didn't know what I was going to do with my life. Not that at the time I knew that I was going to become this way. But it was the glory days. Before the storm, if you can say. And that's when he arrived. Gosh, I hate him so much. Neil Ironheart, the supposed leader of this world. A world in which I live in. And honestly, I can't even stand for that. Why would someone so terrible be allowed to lead? Which is why I just had to kill him. Sure, I didn't want to before, but honestly, Demitri opened my eyes. He opened my eyes. And I chose to do that willingly. And I don't have any regrets. Sure, he may have, took care of me, in, the younger years, and, yeah, he protected me from a lot of bad things. But in the end, none of that mattered. None. He just rejected me, just like how he rejected everything else, for things that he cared about more. And he tried to give me this bull crap that, oh, I'm sorry. No, if you were sorry, then you wouldn't be doing it again after all this time. That's why he deserved to be killed all those times. Anyway, where was I? Well, that's when I realized I couldn't do this on my own. I had to, I needed some help. I needed an army. Maybe an organization, which will help my cause. And so, I studied the citizens of Stupidopolis, or Arcadia, and I selectively chose the ones that I felt were worthy of it. And so, at first, I chose Corrupt That Guy. which was Soft Guy before, of course, you already know that if you're watching this. He was a nice guy. He was lonely. But, he needed a purpose. I turned something meaningless into something meaningful. And honestly, I think he did for the better. He sure does my bidding, and yeah, he has disobeyed me like once or twice there, but in the end, he still works for me. And he helps me kill malware. Speaking of him, he's next on my list of what I want to talk about. Well, you see, after Rose and TV died, at least TV was recreatable, but he was just so damaged and broken down that he couldn't even talk or comprehend what was going around him. So I had to clutter his memory with false memories, and make him believe he was something that he wasn't. And though, after many experiments, I created him, and thus malware was born. And malware, he was one tough guy to kill. I'm sorry, TV. But, honestly, I had no other choice. None. And, honestly, I've been doing this for so long, and what people don't realize is just how absolutely long I've been doing this. They don't know even a single percent of what I've done. That's how long I've been conquesting and correcting this world, even though every time it seems to refuse. But I'm not gonna let that get to me. No, I'm not gonna let that get to me. I just need to drive on. And what my mom always told me is to always have a smile on my face and drive on. And you don't look back. You want to do something, you do it. You do it right. You gotta do it yourself. Where was I at? Honestly, I don't remember having any good memories. I just don't. And honestly, when I try to remember it, nothing happens. There's no good memories. In fact, I think the bad memories have shaped me to who I was supposed to be, though. Sure, maybe there was a timeline where I didn't become like this. Maybe that's what things would be. Maybe that's things what they're supposed to be. But it isn't. Life isn't fair. So why should I be fair to life? Those citizens are something else. They are hopeless and they just don't do anything. They're just brain dead, honestly. They're just brain dead life sacks. And they honestly mean nothing to me. Which is why I need to take them out of the picture. What are they gonna do? What are they gonna accomplish? What have they accomplished? They've only sparked more of a conquest and a war, which gives me more of the reason to destroy all of them. And in the end, I'll fixate the universe, and everything will be in my image. Everything will be perfect. And no one will have to worry anymore. Yeah, it's a big sacrifice, but no one's gonna know. No one's gonna remember. It's like nothing went wrong. Which is exactly why I'm doing this. So it looks like nothing went wrong. After all those resets, after all the time being manipulated into junk, it's like nothing happened. It's like restarting. I'm restarting the world. And honestly, I might add some things, I might delete some things. That's just how things need to be. Some things just need to change. A reboot, if you can say. The only thing that tempers with me is this painful ache in my stomach. But I need to press it down. It's not going to do anything. and I just need to finish this. This is for the good ones. Gosh, I miss you, Rose. Speaking of the good ones, I would like to take a moment to talk about them. Rose, Rebecca, and my mom. They shaped me, well, at least who I was as a kid, before any of this. And honestly, if they were still alive today, maybe I still wouldn't be doing this. And maybe things would be different. Rose and Rebecca were always kind to me by the time that they were both alive. Something about them, they were just really sweet, unlike Rose's brother. They just really showed me true compassion, and honestly, I don't think Neil really cared. He never showed me true compassion. I don't think he did anything for me. He never gave me gifts or anything. In fact, he was busy all the time with, stupid Czar Enterprises. That failed anyway. So, again, it was all for nothing. Neil was never there. Never. Just never ever. At least, for the time being. Rose and Rebecca were there, and don't get me started on Eon, don't get me started on their father. And honestly, I think I need to have them come back after this. Because they deserve a good ending. They deserve to be part of this new world that I'm creating. And honestly, they won't even tell. Just like everybody else. I've given everyone a warning. What, you think that thing on the TV just happened by no reason? Yeah, I made that. And I hardly had to put effort into it because, well, I guess I'm just that powerful now. Speaking of, I have been getting a lot more powerful as of late, thanks to that crown. Just absorbing a person just makes me infinitely more strong. And well, doing it to everybody is just gonna make me as powerful as a god. So, I'm just gonna have to take matters into my own hands because nothing's happening in this world. Seems like I have to play God. Ouch. Damn it. Tired of these pains. Anyway, where was I going with this? I don't remember. Okay, next. This isn't me trying to be an old sap. I've come here to confess. Since it's the end anyway. Since it's not gonna matter. And all your puny lives aren't gonna matter. I just have a few more things to do. And it's just extinction. And then, after I absorbed everyone, and after gathering all of that power, I'll be powerful enough to start over time. Which you get my point. And starting over time, everyone will get their happy ending finally. Everyone will get exactly what they deserve. And that plague Neil will be out of the picture. Boy, oh boy, oh boy. I sure have come far for this. But, with Neil, Kelsey, all of them out of the picture, no one can stop me. There's no one powerful enough to stop me. Which is why I need to do this. I need to reach for that dream. I need to reach for my euphoria. And I need to enlighten it like a spark. Thus, I know you're hearing this, stupid obelisk. I know you're hearing this. So come on, give me all you got. What are you waiting for? Come and kill me. Do it now.